Hello everyone on the interwebs, my name is Kotek and today we're going to be watching a Starcraft 2 Heart of the Swarm replay between our blue Terran in the bottom left corner of the map playing for team FXO. It is Gumiho, we're just Gummy, versus our GGG LHF 3 lines, that's what it takes. Versus our red Protoss in the upper right corner of the map playing for team on NRS. It is Welmu. Now the map is indeed Neo Planet, quite the cool map actually, quite new from Heart of the Swarm. It's been up for around 2 months, same as Heart of the Swarm. But it can actually lead to so many possibilities, so many attack paths, and the scouting here and the map control is just really tough actually. It's kind of tough to get your map control here because there are no watchtowers whatsoever. You actually have to get the units in the middle of the map to actually do something, or try and contain your opponent, which is a bit tougher to do. But it's probably your best shot, just try and contain your opponent instead of just keeping units everywhere around the map, around these points, around here. Pretty much the key points here, 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 and here. Of course, are the drop points, possibilities, which is kind of nice in this map. You're gonna have a lot of drop potential in this map. Why wouldn't you? And the fact that you have so many attack paths to choose from can actually lead to quite some trouble. For example, you may attack from here or here. I mean, those are the quickest paths, at least. You're not aiming for the expansion, you're actually aiming for the base in its complete state. But for example, if your units are here, you are this player, and then the opponent decides to take his units and go down here, it's going to be pretty tough to actually defend that, because he has to go around, and when he goes around, then the other guy's units can just march into the base, no questions asked, and do a ton of damage. Of course, static defense can help that, but still, it's quite tough. Now we're seeing our basic build from both players, both our Protoss player as the Terran player. Both have already one gas. Our Protoss player is already getting the warp gate. Well, he was, but he's not anymore, as it seems for some reason. Did he cancel that? But he is just chrono boosting out the Stalker and the Mothership Core. I don't know where he spent the gas though. It was probably the Mothership Core. He just wanted that instead of the warp gate. It's actually going to be pretty good because he is going to choose to go for that one Stalker Mothership Core combination harassment, which can just do so many wonders, along with that extra Zealot. That is probably what seems to be going to happen. Another Stalker being chrono boosted out, still in the warp gate, being researched, but it's going to be starting the research probably soon. It does have the gas for it. There we go. Warp gate researched is at the moment, well, being researched. Now the bunker is trying to be made. If it is made, then the Reaper can just jump in there and do a ton of damage. So naturally, Welmu needs to kill that Reaper, but no, he did not. He didn't actually kill that Reaper, but the bunker is still unprotected. He needs to repair it. Otherwise, the units will just start marching soon. Well, there are 2 Marines there, which is actually not a lot, but more Stalkers for Welmu being pumped out. The gateways are not being used whatsoever, and he does have the minerals for it, but he instead is going to expand behind this pressure, which is actually a pretty good move. He's actually trying to contain Gumiho while actually trying to expand himself. Now the other Stalker here, that Mothership Core took a big hit, almost died. That Time Warp was excellent, just slowing down the reinforcements towards the bunker. And he managed to snipe one or two Stalkers. Now the gas here is being made. While Gumiho still doesn't have the second gas, he's already pumping out Widow Mines from the factory and getting that starport, so you might actually see some drop action. That surround was almost excellent. It almost worked out for Welmu, but instead it didn't actually. 4 kills for Gumiho. That's actually a lot of worker kills. We got the supply. Somehow Gummy is in the lead with that supply, and looking at the units lost tab, that also shows not as developed, just a couple of resources, but still pretty nice. Now this Reaper actually managed to get away. He managed to just react in time, get that Reaper away. That Widow Mine is going to take a hit on those Stalkers. Will it though? It might actually. Yes, it will. It will get detected as well, but still one Stalker down, and that one Stalker also took a hit. And Welmu's defenses are actually pretty gnarly. He's not going to be able to actually do anything. He's now turning this into a warp gate, which he needs to do. There we go. The warp gate is now being done, but this is looking really bad for Welmu. Just how many Marines is that? 7 Marines and 1 Widow Mine versus nothing. He doesn't have. Oh, he did have the energy to do it. The Photon Overcharge. No, I didn't think he did. He managed to just pick all those up. That medevac will almost died with all of the units, and it will die pretty soon. But the Widow Mine still is doing a bit of a damage. The Marines are also taking the damage of their own. The medevac is almost dead. He just decided, I'm gonna get it back home, maybe even get it repaired for the later game. Now this is still looking pretty bad for Welmu. But in the meantime, another Widow Mine in the entrance of the base. And the Stalker micro here is just amazing. All those Marines are so low health. One extra Stalker and they could all die if it was actually properly microed. One Marine down and one Stalker down. And all of the Marines are down. But there's still one Widow Mine. That was a massive kills. 9 kills, and after that, Welmu just decided to GG. Just give the win to Gumiho. It was actually a pretty awesome pressure there from Gumiho to actually follow up the pressure that Welmu had attempted to do but actually failed. So he knew Welmu didn't have that advantage he should have. And Gumiho had the economic disadvantage and he needed to act upon it soon. So it would either be expand, but he was already really late for that, or just try and pressure, which he did do that and worked really well. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.